Well, after getting swept by the New York Yankees over the weekend, the Angels enjoyed the off day in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight from Tropicana Field, it is Game 1 from a 3-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi, everybody, from inside the Trop, we welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and there were very few items that you could pick apart from that Yankees series that were positives for the Angels. The long ball that was prevalent during the homestand was still somewhat prevalent for Albert Pujols and Mike Trout.
Yeah, Victor, they've done a great job. The best tandem in Major League Baseball. And take a look at our AT Universe Rewind. You're going to see why they had some really good swings up in the Bronx. Mike Trout going the other way. He's got good power. He's going to hit that fastball. He's going to hit something, anything down in the strike zone, whether it's a slider or a fastball. He's going to get a good part of the bat on it and drive it. 2 home runs in that series against the Yankees. Albert Pujols continues to swing that tremendous bat himself. A big fly for him. So 3 home runs combined for Pujols and Trout. Big part of the offense this entire year. Certainly a big part up there in New York. 31 combined home runs for the two so far this year. You're going to need a very good ballpark to hit a home run here at the Trop. Hopefully they do that again tonight.
Well, they certainly had their hands full against the Tampa Bay Rays the last time these two teams met, and we'll see if the Angels pitching staff can get back on track as it was prior to last week. When we return to Tropicana Field, we will talk about tonight's starting pitching matchup. Game set between the Halos and the Rays, and the pitching matchup for tonight has Matt Shoemaker on the hill for the Angels. Nathan Carnes going for the Rays.
Well, Shoemaker's last 2 times out have been very good. Kept the ball in the ballpark as far as the home run ball. That's hurt him early in the season. Very good of late. Last game out, though, with 4 walks. Other than that, been solid as far as getting those pitches in the strike zone and finish off hitters with his split-finger fastball. Carnes has a power fastball himself, but it's straight over the top. At times, he will make a mistake out over the plate, and you have to capitalize because he doesn't give up a lot of hits. So when he makes a mistake, that's when you got to capitalize. 4 earned runs in 5 innings pitched last time out against the Angels.
Well, let's see if the Angels can snap this 5-game losing streak, as we're just about ready for baseball here under the big top. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring in the lineups in the first pitch when we return. Trip continues. The Halos getting swept by the Yankees, trying to turn things around here after an off day yesterday. One of the few, if not the first, off day for the Angels in which they weren't traveling anywhere, so they got a chance to finally decompress, and hopefully they can put this losing streak behind them. You see the Rays have taken the field, and so we will take a look at Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for the Halos at 28 and 29 at the start of the day. 5 back, and in third place in the American League West. Eric Ibar leading things off at short. Mike Trout at center, Albert Pujols at first, Cole Calhoun back in that cleanup spot. He's in right, David Freese in the 5-hole at third base. Matt Joyce, the Tampa native, is at DH. Carlos Perez behind the plate. Kirk Neuenhuis gets the start in left field, and Johnny Giavatello rounding out the starting 9. He will play second. As they take on the 27-year-old right-hander native of Arlington, Texas. His name is Nathan Carnes.
Nathan Carnes, good fastball, 90-95. Very good overhand curveball, hard curveball, and a changeup. My go-tos to be successful against Carnes. Important to be ahead of the counts. 1-0 count, 2-0 counts combined, 8 for 23, including 2 home runs against them. And look for the straight fastball. Occasionally he'll throw that 4-seam fastball out over the plate, not a lot of break to it. That's the one you capitalize. Hitters only hitting .202 against them, both lefties and righties.
Second look at the Rays defensively here tonight. Behind Carnes, DeJesus, Kiermaier, and Souza in the outfield from left to right. Elmore getting to start at third base. Longoria's been dealing with a sore wrist. This will be the third game he misses. Then you've got Cabrera, Forsythe, and Franklin around the rest of the infield. Rene Rivera behind the plate.
DeJesus out in left field. Formerly a center fielder, has very good range. He's been very solid out in left field. 19 starts in that position. Back in 09, had 13 outfield assists from left field. 1 so far this year. Very aggressive coming in on the baseball.
Tampa Bay Rays returning home after a fairly successful road trip, which obviously the Angels losing 2 of 3 to the Rays, and then Tampa Bay taking care of the Seattle Mariners. They continue to pitch very well. The Rays are 5-2 in the month of June. The Angels are just 1-5. So we'll see if they can turn things around here tonight. Light crowd on this Tuesday night here at Tropicana Field, even though the Rays continue to play pretty good baseball. 32-25 on the season, just a game and a half back of the New York Yankees in the American League East. Cardinals' first one tonight is in there for a strike. Dana DeMute, the crew chief, calling the balls and strikes tonight. Paul Nart at first base. Ed Hickox at second, and Mike Estabrook at third, the umpiring crew for the series. Eric hitting .265 with a home run and 17 runs batted in. As the count evened up on him at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Carr's good control for the most part with his fastball time. Overthrows his curveball. It's a very good one, but he has a tough time at times controlling that pitch.
Chopper toward first. Franklin plays it in foul territory. So it's 1-2. We mentioned that Carnes had a no decision against the Angels in his last start. That was on the 3rd. 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs all earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Also gave up 2 home runs. One, 2 on the way. Ibar shoots one back up the middle. It's a leadoff single.
My Hyundai key for this game, little Jake Owens, local boy from Florida. The one that got away, you can't miss that opportunity. When you get that fastball, that one mistake I talked about from Carnes, you got to make sure you don't let that one get away. You have to cover that. Mike Trout has a home run in his career versus Carnes already. 1 for 2 against him with the home run.
Trout comes in batting .283, 16 home runs and 33 RBIs. 1 for 4 game on Sunday. Angels managing just 5 hits in that ball game. 19 hits total for the Halos in that 3-game set against the Yankees.
On this 1-0 count, hitters hitting .357 against Carnes.
Missed it, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Carnes on the season much better out on the road compared to pitching here at home. Just 2-2 here in 7 starts for a 4.35 earned run average. Carries a .238 average in 4 starts out on the road this year. Eric Ibar, leadoff single, stands at first. Trout gets jammed, slow roller to short. Cabrera goes to first base, and they throw out Trout. Ibar advances, 1 out, and Pujols coming up.
Jammed them pretty good on a 2-0 fastball inside off the plate. Trout a little bit aggressive on the fastball because he's in a good count to do some damage. That fastball had some sink action on him.
So man in scoring position for Albert. Multi-hit game on Sunday. 4 hits over the weekend, one of which was a home run. Albert picked up his 15th home run in the first inning. Trout and Pujols going back-to-back on Sunday for the 4th time in their careers together. 29 RBIs. Albert now with 535 career home runs. Next one will tie him with Mickey Mantle for 16th all-time. Evens up the count of 1 ball, 1 strike.
All-time list as far as extra base hits, tied with George Brett now with 1,119. Manny Ramirez is 3 ahead of Albert Pujols. Let's get out of the way right now. Home run tied the Mick and then past George Brett on the extra base hit list.
There's 1-1. And that is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Halos just 3 for 23 with men in scoring position over the weekend. A couple of those hits We're in the 9th inning of Friday night's game. This is pulled to third. Elmore has it. Fires across the diamond. Low throw, and it's dug out by Franklin. Franklin's a middle infielder, so not used to that low throw, but a nice dig there by Franklin for out number 2.
Elmer took his time. He was looking back. Eric Ibar would be the second out of the inning. He might as well get rid of that right away. Went in the low throw, and Franklin, good hands, although that's not an easy play for a guy who doesn't play first base a whole lot. Last game out was his first time in the big leagues.
Kind of an in-between hop there, too, in that dirt. So 2 outs, and Ibar still in scoring position. Cole Calhoun back in the cleanup spot. Batted in the 5th spot on Sunday, went 0 for 4. 266 average for Cole. And he takes up and away. Cole just a .224 batting average in the cleanup spot. This is his 24th game there. 28 games on leadoff spot, hit .306. He's ahead of the count here. 2 balls and no strikes. Off to a slow start in the month of June. 4 for 23. On the corner, 2-1.
Borderline pitch on the outside corner. Got the call.
Three and 1. Cards came in with 27 walks, 56 strikeouts, and 62 innings of work. His 12th start. Card just one of the many rookies that the Tampa Bay Rays have had on their lineup card this year. As Cole fouls this one back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 8 rookies on the current 25-man roster for the Rays. They've used a total of 15 rookies already this season.
But
9 of those rookies pitchers.
When you pitch well and field the ball well, you have a chance to win a lot of games. And they've done both of those things exceptionally well. Best in both those categories in the American League.
Staff ERA of 3.24. Here's the 3-2. Cole shoots one into right center field. That'll bring home a run. Calhoun on his way to second, and he is in there with an RBI double. 1-0 Angels.
It's a good level swing. Didn't uppercut that baseball. Just level swing through the baseball for Cole. Get up his 9th double, 26th RBI. Fastball, wanted that 2-seamer to sink. Again, that's that straight fastball that stays out over the plate. You have to capitalize on it when Carnes makes a mistake with it. And he certainly did, and Cole Calhoun made him pay for it.
First double for Cole since May 23rd at Fenway Park. This is grounded toward short, backhanded by Cabrera. Off balance throw, and goes off the glove of Franklin. Cole stays at third base.
Back to the fact that middle infielder playing first base. Cabrera with a nice play on that baseball. Was hit well by Freeze.
You would think it'd be an error here. The throw, if it's caught, it's an out.
And that ball had a chance of almost getting there in the air.
Yeah.
You almost see Franklin's reaction. He had a chance to catch that ball in the air.
David Freeze gets a single out of it. They'll be sending a thank you basket to the official score tomorrow. Matt Joyce gets a nice round of applause as he's introduced here. Many seasons with the Rays. Grew up in the Tampa area. Comes in batting 188. 4 home runs, 17 runs batted in. The overshift. First one's outside. Down and away, a sinker. 2-0 now. 6 seasons with the Rays. That's what Matt Joyce spent here. At .250 for them. 76 home runs.
So good patience early on trying to get into good counts against Carnes. 2-0 count coming in this game. Hitters hitting .333 against them in a 2-0 count.
3 balls, no strikes. Having to throw some extra pitches because of the play at first base. I'm not sure how that's not ruled an error. At least on Franklin's part.
Exactly. Certainly not Cabrera.
Right.
And he made a nice play on that ball. It was hit hard by Freese.
And there's a walk. So they're loaded up now for Carlos Perez. Jim Hickey will come out and pay a visit. 6 batters faced here in the first. Went to a 3-2 count with 2 outs on Cole Calhoun. He ripped a double to the alley in right center to give the Angels a 1-0 lead. Then the play at first base. Freese getting credited with an infield single. Now the walk.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame show. You know, after 57 games, very similar as far as the record and games out from last year to this year. But last year's club, in these situations when a club made a mistake, the offense capitalized. Now it's going to be hopefully that situation for Mike Socha's club where they turn it around at this point also and capitalize when the opponent makes a bad play on the defensive side.
Yeah, run differential, a huge difference between last year's team and this year's team. The Angels a -5 this year coming into tonight's action. That's been the biggest problem for them, is when they've had those opportunities to put up crooked numbers, just haven't been able to do it. First one to Carlos, and that is in there for a strike. Perez hitting .283, a couple of home runs, 10 runs batted in. Had the day off on Sunday. He caught Saturday. 0 for 4 game. That is pulled to third, and a hot smash. Elmore bobbles it, and no one is out. A run scores, and it's 2-0. A hot smash to Jake Elmore, knocked it down, and it just lost the handle of it.
And catching a break early on here. Scolded by Perez. One hop smash, knocks it down, but looks up to where to throw the baseball, but did not have the baseball in his hand and tried to force a throw to second. Fortunately for him, he didn't throw that one away.
Base is still loaded. Kirk Neuenhuis at the plate. That's an error on Elmore, his 3rd of the season.
A lot of extra pitches now for Carnes in this inning.
An inning that probably should have been over with 3 batters ago. 0-1. Neuenhuis lifts one out toward left. David DeJesus is there. He'll make the grab for the 3rd out. The Angels have 8 men to the plate and score a couple of runs. So Matt Shoemaker getting to start tonight as a little cush as we head to the bottom of the first. Angels on top 2-0.
Yeah, very good last 2 times out.
2-0 lead as we start the bottom of the first. We'll check out Kevin Cash's starting lineup for the Rays. Mentioned at 32 and 25. Second place in the East. Kiermaier, Butler, and De Jesus in the top third of the order. Forsythe, Souza Jr., Cabrera in the middle third. And you've got Elmore, Franklin, and Rivera in the bottom third for the Tampa Bay Rays. Taking on Matt Shoemaker, rolls into this one with a 3-4 record and a 4.60 earned run average.
Last couple times out, we mentioned that already, how well he has thrown the baseball. But for me, his keys has been a success as far as throwing his split finger fastball for strikes. Now he's at the point now because he's established enough of that 77% of the time when he throws his split finger fastball, it's a strike. Now he's got to get that one to go out of the strike zone and get some swing and misses to be successful against this Ray lineup.
Kevin Kiermaier leads things off, swinging at the first pitch. Lofting one out to left field. Neuenhuis puts it away, and there's the first out. Defensively for the Halos, in the outfield, Neuenhuis, Mike Trout, and Cole Calhoun. David Freese, Eric Ibar, Johnny Giamatello, and Albert Pujols in the infield from third to first. Perez behind the plate.
Former Gold Glover at shortstop, Eric Ibar, has been playing some very good defense of late. The last 16 games, he's not committed errors. He's turned 9 double plays. Talked to him about playing the infield in here at the Trop as far as the field turf and then into the dirt. He still likes it. It's not as quick as normal grass, but he's going to get there through that dirt very well, and it stays a good true hop for him.
Joey Butler, the DH, looks at his strike. 330 with 4 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Sinker down and in. 7 doubles for Butler. Shoemaker coming off of back-to-back no decisions against the Tigers and the Padres. But in those 2 no decisions, you have a total of 3 earned runs. Pardon me, 1 earned run. And that's over 12 1/3 innings. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Fastball up and in. You want to throw that split finger fastball right now.
Last start for Shoemaker was on the 31st of May. A little extra time between starts here. This is bounced over to third. Freeze to the backhand. It's a fair ball. Off balance throw is true. 2 down.
Well played by David Freeze right down the third base line. Had to deal with the base and the line. And then the perfect throw over to Pujols for the second out. Again, having a conversation with Ibar and Freeze about fielding here as compared to Rogers Center, where it has that field turf all the way through. This basically compared to the, you kind of bounce around. It's more spongy up there in Rogers Center as compared to here, where it's been worn out a little bit more and a little quicker as far as this field turf is compared up there in Toronto.
David De Jesus, the left fielder, takes upstairs. 313 average for the veteran. 5 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Second season of a 2-year deal. Counting it up at 1 ball, 1 strike. No life on the fastball for Matt Shoemaker. And, that's one of the things you could probably expect with the extra time between starts. Mentioned the 31st, today being the 9th. Command could be an issue if a lot of times you'd like to be able to throw on every 5th day.
Especially for a control guy. Because when you're overly strong, even though you would think in theory that'd be better for you, you're going to overthrow some fastballs and location might not be exactly where you want to be, especially for Shoemaker. When he's really good, like he was last year, fastball was commanded down in the strike zone.
It's fouled off to left. 2 balls, 2 strikes still. Jared Weaver will get the start tomorrow. Just missed inside. Full count. Logan Forsythe on deck. No Evan Longoria in the lineup. Sore wrist keeping him out. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Down goes to Jesus, and a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Matt Shoemaker. We'll head to the second with the Angels leading at 2-0.
But what a good sequence here for Matt. Fastball just misses the inside corner, but that fastball is at the knees. It sets up the perfect split finger fastball. Starts at the knees, then ball hits the dirt. The bottom drops out, and that great split finger fastball from Shoemaker to get a swing and miss against a guy who's had a lot of success against the Angels throughout his career in David DeJesus.
Handle setting up 9-1-2 here in the second. An 8-man visit the plate against Nathan Cards in the first. Johnny Giavitello looks at a strike. 277 batting average, couple of home runs, 21 runs batted in. One for 8 in the series against the Yankees. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, veteran pitchers, when they talking about facing the same team back-to-back starts, they usually can kind of not let the last start kind of influence what their game plan is going to be. Cards being a rookie, perhaps affect him a little bit. Kira got a terrific jump on that drive out to right center field. Right off the bat, he's able to track it down for the first out.
Yeah, he does get a great first step, and he's fearless out in the outfield. Seen him now in 2 years make some unbelievable plays. This baseball squared up by Giavitello. You think for sure it's splitting the gap, but he got there, made it look routine almost in the end, but it's all about that quick first reaction, first step off the bat. Yeah, I think a lot of times when you get back to your point, Victor, where a pitcher next time out against the same exact club, you try to do things different, especially if you pitch very well. Sometimes you let that affect you, thinking, okay, I got to make some sort of adjustment. But he was okay in his start against the Angels, which he gave up 4 runs in 5 innings. I think it was his couple of mistakes. One, the Giavitello to home runs. Same thing with Mike Trout. Fell behind in some counts. Lefties do not swing the bat necessarily well against him. 202 batting average with 2 home runs. Righties 202 with 6 home runs coming into this game.
Command's been a little bit of an issue here to start the game for him. Got good movement on the sinker. This one's bounced to second. 2 down. Drive are now 1 for 2 on the evening. You can follow the Angels all season long with MLB.com at bat, #1 app for live baseball. At bat up to the moment, at any moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Hit MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet today.
One thing you don't want to fall into, like it happened in the last game out against the Yankees, score a couple runs early and then not score from that point forward. You got to keep the pressure on.
Happened on Sunday, like you said, 2 home runs in the first inning, and CC Sabathia put it into a different gear. Foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Mike is 0 for 1. He got jammed and grounded out to Cabrera, shortstop in the first inning. Fastball upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we're Trout's 5th overall in the voting for the All-Star game. Second among outfielders. Lorenzo Cain leading the way in the American League. That's a bounce foul. 7 Royals players leading positions. And I know there's some, at least based on what I've read, a lot of folks, national media, kind of giving the Royals fans a little bit of a business. But you know what? Hey, man.
Hey, they're voting.
They're voting.
They're proud.
That's what they're supposed to do.
They're proud of their team.
This one's out toward right field. Souza, the right fielder, shy of the track, makes a catch, and the Angels go down in order. Well, to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Halos. Matt Shoemaker had himself a 1-2-3 first. Here in the second, he'll face Forsythe, Souza, and Cabrera.
Always lots of Angel fans here at the Trop.
They flocked down that third base line during BP and during stretch before the game.
I think Mike Trout signed just about everyone's baseball card, hat. Always over there to say hi to all the Angel fans here at the Tropicana Field.
Logan Forsythe, cleanup hitter and second baseman, hitting .276, 7 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Takes upstairs. Two balls and a strike. Forsythe, originally a first-round pick, 46th overall in 2008. Seen him play some first base, some second base. This one's out toward right center field. Trout got a good jump on that one, makes the running catch. 1 down.
Game features 2 very good athletic center fielders who get that good first step and jump on a baseball hit well. Especially against right-handed batters where it's going to run away from where they're positioned to begin with. Tracks that down very well, Mike Trout. Kiermaier in the top of the inning, and now Mike Trout in this inning.
First one upstairs to Steven Souza Jr. Right fielder leads the team with home runs, so 11. 26 runs batted in. It's a .215 batting average. Former Washington National. This is ripped down the left field line, but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And talk about that play he made last year as a national. Reserved the no-hitter by Zimmerman. Last out of the game. Full extension on the dive while playing left field.
Called strike 3. Down it goes, 2 out. Second strikeout for Shoemaker.
A split finger fastball once again. So far in this game, it's been very effective for Matt Shoemaker. 2 punch outs with that pitch.
Five up, 5 down for Shoemaker, and here's his dribble Cabrera, the shortstop. Just a .203 batting average, couple of home runs, 12 runs batted in. Slightly better from the left side.
Always very aggressive on the first pitch.
One ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Matt didn't like the location of that fastball. Up. First 2 pitches, almost exactly where you want to throw, inside and outside. That went out over the plate and elevated.
Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two now. This one's pulled into the shift. One hopper to Johnny Giavatello. So Matt Shoemaker has faced 6 batters. He's retired all 6. 2 in the books. 2-0 Angels.
T-Mobile game changer with Albert Pujols coming to the plate. With Mike Trout and Albert Pujols combined to hit 31 home runs so far coming into this game. Donaldson and Encarnacion for Toronto with 28. Same thing with the Dodgers with Peterson and Gonzalez, and Teixeira and Rodriguez both with 28 combined. But the Angels, the 1-2 punch, #1 in baseball as far as home runs.
Pujols, Calhoun, and Freese here in the third inning, and Albert launches one down the line but foul. A wise move by that guy to get out of the way of that ball.
That was almost perfect timing too.
He thought about it.
Yeah, you got to get out of the way of that baseball.
I think Albert was sitting on something in.
Yeah, you think?
0-1. He pulls this one down the line. It's a fair ball. Albert rounding first, headed to second. David DeJesus comes up firing, and it's offline. It's a double for Albert.
With that extra base hit, he passes George Brett on the all-time extra base hit. It's 1,120 now on the extra base hit list. All-time 15th, Albert Pujols. Manny Ramirez is 2 ahead of Pujols. Chris Beekert is 12 ahead of Albert Pujols. That's 2 baseballs that were absolutely crushed. 1 foul, 1 down the line.
Cole with an opportunity to extend the Angels' lead. He doubled home a run in the first. 9th double of the year, 26th run batted in. Full foul. Cole's done a nice job of been in scoring position this year. Prior to that first inning at bat, 359 batting average. 14 for 30 now 15 for 40. Three infielders on the right side. Pujols able to get a pretty decent lead at second base. Oh, 2. Like Cole would like to have that one over again.
Yeah, he could do some damage with that pitch down. Double his first at bat against Cardinals. This is the 5th, only the 5th extra base hit against him from a lefty this season.
That's a pulled foul. Alfredo Griffin. Nice play. Leadoff double for Albert. Upstairs. Albert now with 569 career doubles. Pudge Rodriguez next on that list. 23rd all time. Pudge doing some TV work now with the Texas Rangers. 1-2. Check swing. Did not go. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four hits for the Halos. 3 in the first, and now this leadoff double by Pujols to start the third. Carnes had himself a 1-2-3 second. It's a seriously in-depth conversation between Albert Pujols and Asdrubal Cabrera. Full count.
Albert's basically saying, I'm timing you right now. I think I'm going to get a bigger lead against you. So don't even think about that daylight play with a pickoff at second.
David Freese on deck. 3-2. And he got him looking. Cole does not like that call. It looked like he's got a beef.
Well, that was quite a bit outside. There's really nothing you could do as a hitter on this. A backdoor break ball. It's off the outside corner around the back of the plate. We're now Fox Tracks clearly out of out of the strike zone. Albert Pujols could see it from where he was also.
First strikeout for Carnes. Pujols remains at second.
And Rivera was kind of set up middle in, and that was a break ball off the outside corner, but still got the call.
Not surprised that he went with a breaking ball on a 3-2 count. The first at bat for Cole, he got a 3-2 fastball, and he spun that around into the right center for that double. But you can't hit that with a 40-inch bat. That thing's way off the plate. So Albert remains in scoring position. David Freese up, credited with a single his first time up. That's inside.
Yeah, and you're sitting at home, you think, well, you got to try to protect with 2 strikes, but that ball was never, ever a strike.
Right.
So as a hitter, you're taught not to swing at something that far out of the strike zone. And granted, got back around the back part of the plate, but it's all about the front of the plate and the strike zone.
Two balls and no strikes.
And David Freese had a real good batting practice session today, where he was crushing the ball, and he's in a very good count to do some damage now.
Looks like a breaking ball for a strike. Just off the plate, 3 balls and a strike. Angels swung the bats well here last year. Almost seems like they favor this ballpark from a hitter standpoint.
Threw him a 2-0 breaking ball. You wonder if we'll throw him a 3-1 breaking ball now.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good one either. Kind of a backup. Full count.
He was going to try to make sure he threw this for a strike, kind of guided it in, a hanging breaking ball, but it was off the inside corner. Very difficult to make contact.
3-2 popped up, shallow right field. This could be trouble, and it will fall. Pujols will score. Freese on his way to second, and he is in there. The ball gets away as the ball hits him, and David will take the extra base. 3-0 Angels on the double by Freese.
Well, you talk about a well-placed sand wedge. He's looking in the dugout right now. Everyone's got to be giving him a little grief on that one. Hanging breaking ball, but well placed, perfectly placed. And hustles into second, and another error in this game for Tampa, coming in this game leading the American League as far as fielding percentage.
Hey, just committed just 25 errors coming in tonight. 27 now. And the infielders in. 3 infielders on the right side, but Joyce at the plate. He walked. His first time up. Fastball away. Freese gets credited with his 32nd RBI, his 14th double. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's the kind of sand wedge that might come in handy in the U.S. Open up in Washington.
Yeah, Chambers Bay. Right around the corner. Nick Franklin got charged with the error, the first baseman. Joyce looks at his strike. Franklin's third. Interesting to see Cards with 1 out working for the full windup here. Joyce fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, most times with 1 out, you'll always pitch from the stretch with men on third.
Called strike 3. Joyce goes down looking 2 down.
That backdoor breaking ball again. It's just off the outside corner, getting the call again. Twice in this inning. Now, if you're Matt Shoemaker, you got to make a mental note of that also, that you can try that against some left-handed batters.
So free still at third base. Here is Carlos Perez. Reached on the error by the third baseman Elmore his first time up. He will look at a fastball for a strike. .58 pitches thrown by Carnes. 35 have been strikes and a long first inning as the Angels sent 8 men to the plate. So fouled off to the seats behind the Rays dugout.
Breaking ball count right here. You know, if you're freeze, you got to be ready. 5 wild pitches for Carnes this year.
That's it in the air to left field. David DeJesus back a couple of steps, and he will put it away for the third out. The Angels get 1 as we head to the bottom of the third. It's 3-0 Angels. First time as the greatest golfers in the world converge on the Pacific Northwest for their chance to stamp their names in the history books. Our exclusive coverage of the 115th U.S. Open Championship live from Chambers Bay Golf Course begins June 18th on Fox Sports 1, Fox, and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
A couple of fellas we're talking about today will be on the Gooby Tuesdays a little later on about their favorite golf course.
Looking forward to it. Another Gooby favorite. The old Cotton Can.
I can't wait for that to make its way up here.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Laid off of it for a couple of years. Elmore, Franklin, Rivera for the Rays here in the third. 6 up, 6 down for Matt Shoemaker, including a couple of strikeouts. Elmore, the third baseman, hitting .288 with a home run and 10 runs batted in. Fouls this one back. A Rays team that has done it pretty much on pitching and defense this year. If you look at the offensive numbers, nothing really stands out at you. 12th in team batting average, 10th in on base percentage, 13th in slugging, 13th in runs scored. This was lifted out to right. Cole back a couple of steps is there. 1 down, and we mentioned already the staff ERA as a whole 3.2 for the starting staff for the Rays at 3.18.
They're missing some key components to their starting staff that Mora will be coming back. Mora will be coming back in July, it seems to be. That's when it's coming back from Tommy John surgery. Kevin Cash done a nice job with the club so far.
Yeah. Jake Odorizzi placed on the 15-day disabled list today. So another guy on the DL for the Rays. Oblique strain for Odorizzi. Franklin fouling one off to left. Franklin getting the start tonight at first base. Three for 40 this year. One home run, a couple of RBIs. The one home run was against the Angels last week. Big A.
Look, that went right down the right field corner. Now, when you're Matt Shoemaker, you saw being in the youth calling a couple backdoor breaking balls. You're ahead of the count. You want to take a shot at one of those pitches now so you can get the call. He's going to go in with a fastball instead.
Check swing. Did not go. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's something as a pitcher when you're in that dugout watching, you're pitching that day, and you're seeing some of the calls being made. It's impossible to hit those pitches.
Full count. Swing and a miss. Down goes Franklin. 2 down.
Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Great location. And there's some high fastballs to Franklin.
Rene Rivera steps in. He's the catcher. 153 with a couple of home runs. 10 RBIs. He looking to strike. Shoemaker has thrown 37 pitches, 23 strikes. Foul back. Two bounce foul. Rivera got that one off his foot.
Split finger fastball fouled off. Now you have that outer part of the plate open for a fastball.
Interesting placement on the shin guard for Rivera too. Left knee.
That is an odd spot.
Just below the left knee. Yeah.
Means you're trying to hook everything down the left field line more than likely.
Going outside, and it's a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Shoemaker. Has 4 on the night. He's faced 9 batters. He's retired all 9. 3-0 Angels. The Ray tank out at right center field. Ken French's favorite hangout.
Oh, no question.
Yep. Whenever he's in town, and it's just hang out by the Ray tank. Why wouldn't you?
No question. It's a lot of fun out there.
Yeah. 8-9-1. Doing Heist, Giavatello, and Ibar for the Angels here in the fourth. And don't worry, there's a protective netting over the Ray tank just in case a ball is hit that way. Doing Heist hit a fly ball to left field to end the first. 0-for-1. Start today in left field. 3-for-18 as an Angel.
Good numbers against the Rays in his career. 2 home runs.
Oh, bouncer to first. Franklin will take it himself. 1 down. Fans, now's the perfect time to reserve a suite rental during the summer. Suites offer 12 to 36 guests the opportunity to enjoy the game in an intimate and luxurious atmosphere. I don't know, I'm thinking disco ball right now.
Yes.
Suite rentals offer
Sell it.
inclusive food and non-alcoholic beverage options. To reserve your suite today, call 888-796-HALO or visit angels.com/.
Sweets. Way to sell that one.
Intimate. Johnny Giavatello drove one onto the alley in right center field, but it was tracked down by Kevin Kiermaier in the second. Johnny's 0-for-1. And he drives this one out towards center field. Kiermaier's there. 2 down.
A couple pretty good swings for Giavatello in this game. Nothing to show for it, but that's all you want to do as a hitter. Square up some baseballs. He's done it twice. This is the boy Kiermaier. Next time up.
Ibar 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored in the first. Grounded out to Forsythe in the second. One ball, 1 strike. This is line to center. Second hit of the night for Ibar. 2-out knock. Keeps the inning alive for Trout. Mike is yet to figure out cards tonight. Ground ball out of the first inning, a fly ball to right in the second.
Ibar is a .213 career hitter in this ballpark, but it doesn't look that way here tonight. 2 really good swings out of 3 at-bats.
And both up the middle. Good lead for him at first base.
Base stealers have been successful against Cards. 5 of 6 attempts.
Base hit for Eric, the 6th hit for the Angels tonight. This one's out to right field. Again, another sinker down and in. Souza makes the catch. The Angels are done here in the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Top of the order coming up for the Rays with the Angels leading at 3-0.
2015 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimate of 31 miles per gallon. Visit Jeep.com for more information. By AT Uverse, more live channels on the go than cable.
Bottom of the fourth here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Game one of a three-game series between the Angels and the Rays. Halos with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, giving Matt Shoemaker a 3-0 lead as we start the bottom of the fourth. He's faced 9, and he's retired all 9 with 4 strikeouts. He'll face Kiermaier, Butler, and DeJesus here in the fourth for the Rays. First one upstairs. Kiermaier, fly ball to left. His first time up. Throw that breaking ball.
Tried to backdoor that breaking ball. That pitch has been called a number of times tonight.
This one's popped up. Eyeball. Hustling down. Is there and almost overruns it. Makes the catch, one down.
He made it look like he had no problem on the play. Had to go a long way to make that play on that pop-up. Then he turned around and said, yeah, I had it, no problem. Certainly got his conditioning working now.
Yeah, no doubt. A little bit easier. This roof is a little bit easier at night games compared to the day games. Joey Butler, the DH, steps in. 0 for 1 with a ground ball to third. He hits a number back to the mound.
Well, the old Metrodome, that would have been an extremely tough play.
Yeah. So 2 outs, nobody on. There's a look at the old big top here at Tropicana Field. Saving grace is that you don't necessarily have to worry about rain delay here, unless there's some sort of hole in the tent. David DeJesus, a strikeout victim in the first. This one's hooked into right field, and it's a single for David DeJesus. A top spin lob, and it's the first base runner of the game for the Rays.
It's a .317 career hitter against the Angels. So we're 300 at bats.
So Shoemaker worked from the stretch for the first time tonight with 2 outs. Look at Forsythe, the fly ball to center, the second. 0 for 1. Just missed upstairs. Good fastball. That's felt pretty good about that fastball tonight.
He's hit his spots very well, keeping the ball down, especially this is the first time he's been out of the stretch position. A good adjustment after the first pitch out of the strike zone.
Slider, and that's lifted out to left center. Playable for Trout. It moves over. 4 complete here at Tropicana Field. The Angels leading the Rays 3-0. For you and 3 of your friends. Upload 2 photos at foxsports.com/fantastic all-star now through June 3rd.
Fantastic.
Yeah. 2 photos. Not 1.
No.
Not 3.
But 2.
3-0 Angels here at the top of the 5th inning. Pujols, Calhoun, and Freese against Nathan Carnes. He struck out 2. He's walked 1 and he's given up 5 hits. Actually, looks like they've taken one of the hits away for the Angels and given the Rays an error. I would imagine it's on the freeze ball in the 1st inning.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. If they did change it.
The scoreboard showing 5 hits for the Angels and 3 errors now for the Rays. Albert shoots one out to right. This one's hit pretty well, going back near the wall. That is gone. A big fly for Albert Pujols. 16th of the year, 536th of his career. Ties him with Mickey Mantle for 16th all-time. 4-0 Halos.
Albert Pujols, the machine. This ties the Met. Going the other way for Albert. Now the combination of Trout and Pujols, 32 home runs. Amazing list right there, but the tie, the great late Mickey Mantle for Albert Pujols. It's going to be a thrill. Especially that conversation, the high fives, knowing the history of the game and how much that means to Albert Pujols, and a hug from Eric Ibar.
Cole shoots one out to left field. De Jesus has a beat on this one. 1 down. Last time up, he doubled down the left field line. This time, going away.
Using the entire field. That's pretty good power to go the other way like that. This baseball doesn't carry real well here at this field anymore. When it first opened up, yes, but that ball's hit extremely hard the other way for Albert Pujols, tying Mickey Mantle on the all-time home run list.
Freese gets jammed. This one's popped up. Franklin, the first baseman, grabbed it. 2 down.
That's a pretty good pitch, too. It's down and away. And Pujols goes the other way for a home run.
Freese with that pop-up, 1 for 3.
Pretty good night for Albert. Passes George Brett in the all-time extra base hit list, and then ties Mickey Mantle for the all-time home run list.
$16 home runs now, tying him with Mike Trout for the team lead. Joyce fouls it back, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Joyce a walk and a strikeout. Pulled foul. One ball, 2 strikes. 61st home run hit by the Angels this year. Two balls, 2 strikes. Four nothing Halos here in the 5th. Joyce, check swing, did not go. Full count. Next up on the all-time list, Michael Jack Schmidt. 3-2, and that is a base hit going toward the corners. Joyce going with the pitch. He will head to second with a 2-out double.
That's an excellent swing from Matt Joyce going the other way. Another extra base hit for a left-handed batter against Carnes tonight. That's 2. Fastball away to stay with it. Level swing and hit that ball hard right down the left field line.
5 of the 7 hits for the Angels tonight. Extra base hits. Cards has thrown 80 pitches so far. 2 outs, a man at second. It's Carlos Perez. And by the way, that play in the first inning was on David Freese. Franklin got charged with an error instead of the infield base hit, which is the right call. It should have been an error on Franklin. Perez takes that breaking ball inside. First time this year the Rays have committed 3 errors in a game. Perez fouls it back. Four runs, 3 earned for Cards.
What a fun night for Pujols. Team scored some early runs, 2 extra base hits, a double and a home run for Pujols. Some big names catching and passing by in those lists.
That is ripped to left field, a base hit. Joyce is going to be stopped at third. A little surprising with 2 outs here and already a 4-0 lead. Kirk Neuenhuis is coming to the plate. Perez with a single.
He's hit the ball hard a couple times himself tonight.
Jim Hickey is going to come out and pay a visit. It's one of the few times you see Gary DiSarcina put up a stop sign, and that's one of those where you just say, set him on home. It's David DeJesus after all in left field.
Especially with a left-handed thrower in left field, that baseball will have a tendency to run back towards the first base bag. 83 pitches thrown, 26 in the first, 24 in the third.
2 errors in the first inning committed by the Rays. So first and third, 2 outs. Kirk Neuenhuis at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball to left and a ground out. Nobody warming for the Rays. Last start for Cards against the Angels. Remember, he was done after 5.
Similar score also.
Only threw 72 pitches in that start. 1-0. Fastball in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Angels with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third, 1 so far here in the 5th. Albert Pujols with a 2 for 3 night. Double and a home run. Boy, what a job by Rivera there.
It's a fastball in the dirt. In front of the plate. Job of keeping that in front of him.
Dana DeMuth certainly happy that ball hit Rivera and not the umpire. Two on now. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Giavatella on deck.
The Rays may be forced to call down to that bullpen shortly.
Perez takes off. Neuenhuis fouls it off to left. Looking for his first big league stolen base. full count now. Now Franklin will play behind Perez at first. The lefty batter up. Carlos going to take off on the next pitch. The payoff. Nordheis went around the breaking ball. Turn out to first and complete the strikeout. That's all the Angels get. Pujols with his 536th career home run, leading off the 5th inning, extending the Angels' lead.
Impressive company now, tying Mickey Mantle, the all-time home run list for Pujols.
Los Angels, it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 4-0 Halos, bottom of the 5th. Pujols 2 for 3 night with a double and a home run. Souza, Cabrera, and Elmore face Matt Shoemaker. His right fielder takes outside. Souza Jr., the right fielder, struck out. Second, I think he's 0 for 1. Two balls, no strikes. Shoemaker with 4 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. It was a 1-out single by David DeJesus. Pardon me, a 2-out single. The 4th inning. And the base runner he's allowed. Big swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
He's had some decent movement on his fastball tonight. That was a 2-0 fastball at 88 on the inner half, but had that little cut action to get the swing and miss.
This is hit toward the hole at short, backhanded by Ibar. The long hop gets Souza.
That was by design. Yep. That throw across the diamond. The one hop, the field turf over to Albert Pujols. In the outfield turf, the one hop. David Concepcion would love that throw from Eric Ibar. Perfected that in Cincinnati.
The 1 out on his dribble, Cabrera up the shortstop. Cabrera thinking about bunting his way on. Even with the overshift on, Freese was playing near the cut of the turf.
Here's the pitching line on lefty Matt Moore.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He made his second rehab start for Classic Charlotte. Tonight in the Eagles. He threw 4 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. 64 pitches, 41 strikes.
Ground ball. With the shift on, Ibar has it on the second base side of the bag. 2 outs. As the Angels take on the Diamondbacks next Tuesday, that's a 7:05 start. Fans in attendance will receive a cooler backpack courtesy of Yakult while supplies last. Purchase tickets today at the box office or online.
Come in handy. I think it's pretty warm out there finally.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, that pole looks familiar.
Yeah. Relaxing at the pool, huh?
Yep. Jake Galbor. Fly ball to right his first time up. Lays off the breaking ball. Pretty good pitch. Two and one. Is starting some action in their bullpen, but doesn't look like it's any series as of right now. Strike 2-2. Andy Romero, the lefty, playing catch. Jam shot over to short. A 1-2-3 inning for Matt Shoemaker. We head to the 6th inning. 9-1-2 coming up for the Halos. Up 4-0.
Cole Calhoun. The scoring started with a double. And the always scoring Eric Ibar, and then Albert Pujols with a home run. The right field ties the great late Mickey Mantle for the all-time home run list. Matt Shoemaker has been outstanding through 5 shutout innings. This 1 hit allowed, an extra base hit, and a home run in this game for Albert Pujols.
Johnny Giavatello lifts one out to left field. David DeJesus is there. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 6th. Giavatello with 3 fly ball outs tonight, 0 for 3. And he'll bring up Eric Ibar. 3rd time in this game in which the Angels have sent up 9-1-2 to start an inning. Eric 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a run scored.
Was very busy in the field that last half inning also.
Josh Bunt looks at the strike. 91st pitch of the game for Cards. 1-2. 8 hits for the Angels. Albert with a couple of them. Eric also with a couple of hits. Freeze extending his hitting streak. Doubled in the third. Called strike 3. There are 2 down. Eric's not happy with that pitch, but that would be like a pretty good pitch right there.
They got quite a bit in the strike zone. A 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
There's Trout. 0 for 3. Ground out, 2 fly balls to right.
Looked like he was geared up for something inside. He's got him out twice now in this game on fastballs in.
There's that sinking fastball. Jammed him in that first inning at bat with a ground ball. Last 2 times up, I should say. Fly balls to right. Now back.
Well, he had a pretty good pitch right there, the crush. Fouled that one straight back, right down the heart of the plate.
Baseball comes rolling down from the bullpen area. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the 6th. Full count. Pujols on deck.
Pitch number 100 for Cardinals.
Ground ball to the right side. That will sneak through for a base hit. A 2-out single for Trout.
And now it's time for Tools of the Trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks, with Albert Pujols coming to the plate. Very good coverage for the machine, Albert Pujols. Fastball away. Goes down and gets that pitch, goes the other way for a home run. The opposite field for Albert Pujols, 16th of the season, tying now Mickey Mantle on the all-time home run list with that swing for Pujols. Double down the left field line. Second at bat, home run to right field, his third at bat.
Albert swings first pitch. Lofts would foul it out of play down the right field line. No balls to the strike.
.536th career home run for Pujols, tying the Mick.
Checking in on Trout. Romero's ready to go for the Rays. Kevin Cash wanted to go to the bullpen. Can't imagine Trout's going here. Albert swung the bat.
Not less. Albert has 2 strikes on him in this bat.
1 ball, 1 strike. Albert reaches for this one, fouls it off.
Now you might see Mike Trout going, anticipating a breaking ball. Gary DiSarcini was in New York for the draft yesterday, representing the Angels.
breaking ball. This is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good lead for Trout at first base. Albert's home run the opposite way the 5th inning. First home run to that side of the field since August 9th of last year. Against Boston, a walk-off win. 2-2. Full count.
Well, is he seeing the ball well out of Carnes' hand today? He can track that fastball out of the zone.
With Cole Calhoun on deck. Could be Carnes' batter. Last batter, I should say. Whether he gets him or not. Trout takes off, and it's a walk. So a 2-out single followed by the base on balls. Second issued by the right-hander, and here comes Cash, and that's going to be it. Carnes, as night comes to an end with 2 outs in the 6th inning, a pitching change. Angels leading at 4-0. With 2 outs, Cole Calhoun coming to the plate, turning out who's in, who's out. Eddie Romero takes over for Nathan Carnes.
Romero has a very good fastball, power fastball, 93-97, slider, cut fastball, changeup.
24-year-old, native of the Dominican Republic. Total of 2 big league games. Trout at second, Pujols at first. Cole shoots this one through the left side of the infield. Trout is going to be waved in and will score easily. It's 5-0 Halos. Cole Calhoun with the second RBI of the game.
And another good swing by Cole. Even his last at bat, a fly ball to the warning track in left field's a good sign for him. That base hit, the shortstop hole for Cole Calhoun. Stayed back on this ball, tracked it well, level swing on a high fastball, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and stayed with it. Base hit RBI. 27 RBI on the season.
Pujols now to second. Freeze takes up and away. Freeze 1 for 3. Doubled home run in the 3rd inning.
That was his cut fastball on the outside part of the plate.
2 balls and 1 strike. Romero pitched 5 games at AAA this year. 2 and A ball for getting called up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A total of 7 games in the minor leagues with 5 starts. 1-1 record, a 3.55 ERA. 2-2, way outside. The left-handed batter Matt Joyce on deck. 2-out rally for the Angels here. Trout started it off with a 3-2 single. Pujols then walked. Calhoun with the RBI single himself. Runners go, and that's a bouncer to second. Forsythe has it. And the Angels are done here in the 6th inning. They do tack on in a run. So as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-0 Halos, and when we come back, we'll find out some of the Angels players' favorite golf courses on another edition of Gooby Tuesdays.
You know, watch the Masters each year. Just what an unbelievable course, and just hopefully someday I'll play it.
Augusta. I think you have to go with Augusta.
Down in Pebble, do the Pebble Beach, just spyglass, and just hopefully be able to make that dream come true soon.
Victor, your course, dream course?
It's hard not to say Augusta National, because that place is just so immaculate. Looks great on TV. I can only imagine walking it in person.
Yeah, I love Pebble Beach. I was fortunate enough to play there, but Key Island, South Carolina, the Ocean Course, they had the Ryder Cup there a number of years ago. That was unbelievable. That was a lot of fun.
That's Shoemaker here in the bottom of the 6th inning to face 8, 9, and 1. Franklin, Rivera, and Kiermaier. 4 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed for Shoemaker. Franklin looks at a strike. 0 for 1 with a punch out.
A lot of guys love the game of golf on this team. They can't wait for that U.S. Open coming up on June 18th.
1 ball, 1 strike. Sounds like another edition of Gooby Tuesday.
Yeah, I might have to ask that one. I'm going to see who their favorite's going to be. I've already asked a couple guys. Who do you think's going to win? And they didn't say Happy Gilmore either.
No?
I did.
You did?
Yeah. I was thinking he'd have a good shot at it.
I'm going to go with Shooter McGavin. One, 2. Franklin, this one out to left. 1 down. Bring up Rene Rivera, the catcher. Right around the corner, 9 days away. U.S. Open. Chambers Bay, Tacoma, Washington. Very tough course. Not anything like any other U.S. Open golf course. Different undulations all over the place. Not only the fairways, but on the greens. The wind, too. It's right on the water.
Such a tough golf course. to navigate through.
Rivera hooks one into the left field corner, and this one will hop over the fence for a double. Just the second base runner of the game allowed by Matt Shoemaker.
Well, Joe Smith was talking a lot about that. He can't wait. All these guys. Anytime there's a special event on, we saw that at the Belmont Stakes in New York. A lot of guys love to play golf. Cesar Ramos played yesterday here in Tampa.
Yeah. A couple of nice courses here in this area. Kevin Kiermaier, the center fielder, 0 for 2 with a fly ball to left and a pop-up. Reaching for this one. That'll find a hole. It's a base hit. Rivera will be stopped at third. Kiermaier at first base. So a couple of men on now for the Rays with one out here in the 6th.
That pitch was up and out off the plate. Able to punch that in the hole between short and third. That's some late movement, but it was elevated enough where you can get the good part of the bat on that to get that through the hole.
First sign of stress against Shoemaker. It happens with one out here in the 6th inning. Joey Butler steps in, the DH, 0 for 2. Ground ball to third and a bouncer back to the mound his last time up. Kiermaier with 4 stolen bases, has been caught once. The Rays 5th in the American League in that category with 38 bags. This one's out toward left center field. Long run for Trout. He's not going to get there. Goes all the way to the wall. 2 runs in. Butler will stop at second with a 2 RBI double. And it's a 5-2 Angels lead.
It's a well-placed double by Butler. Another pitch belled high. A couple of mistakes in this inning for Matt Shoemaker. Hasn't made many in this game, but that one was up.
Butler with his 8th double, now with 13 runs batted in. Looks like the Angels might get some action going, even though Shoemaker's thrown just 69 pitches.
The last game against Tampa when Cardinals was on the mound, gave up 4 runs in 5 innings, and they came back. This time around, it's a little over 5 in 5 2/3, giving up 5 runs, and all of a sudden the bats come alive again for the Rays.
Doing Heist toward the foul line is there. 2 down.
Big out.
Jesus helping out there.
Yeah, chase the pitch.
Number 11, Logan Forsythe.
Salas playing catch. He'll sit down and relax if Forsythe is retired here. I mentioned that game that Carnes gave up the 4 runs early. Hector Santiago was on the mound that day. The speed bump that is the Rays in the 6th inning. Fastball in. Forsythe twice has hit a fly ball to Trout. 2 balls and no strikes. Butler with a pretty big lead over at second base. This one's fouled into camera well.
Stuck right in the padding by the dugout. Pretty amazing that baseball stuck in there.
Two 1 pitch. This was fouled back. 2-2 now. Cardinals with 5 runs on 10 hits. The Angels have left 9 men on base. Rays with 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors, and stranded 1.
This time he might be able to throw that split finger fastball and get a swing and miss for Shoemaker.
Souza on deck. 2-2, and he got him. Perez applies the tag. 3rd out is recorded. The Rays get on the board with a couple of runs. We head to the 7th. 5-2 Angels. Cable. Enjoy better. Call 1-855-1-TWC. By Mercury Insurance, on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast, free quote and see how much you can save. And by Hyundai. Great deals on amazing cars are going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. Top of the 7th, Halos leading at 5-2. Game 1 of a 3-game series against the Rays. Angels trying to snap a losing skid. Andy Romero back out on the mound facing Matt Joyce. The first one's in for a strike. Nice job by Matt Shoemaker to limit that damage. Just 2 runs in the 6th. Joyce, a walk, a strikeout, and a double. 1 for 2. Pulled into the shift. Forsythe to Franklin for out number 1.
His last at bat, a very good swing, hitting the ball hard down the left field line on a fastball away.
Carlos Perez, the catcher, coming up. 1 for 3 tonight with a single. Romero took over for Carnes in the 6th inning with 2 outs. Carnes lasted 5 2/3, gave up 9 hits, including the Pujols home run, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 runs, 4 earned. Off speed, first strike, 1-2. Oh, arms and legs coming at you. There's Romero on the mound.
Good deception, go along with that power and velocity.
High fastball at 95, fouled straight back. Perez fouling it off. This one's just off the plate.
Romero wanted that fastball away. A little off the outside corner, though.
2-2. Perez pulls one foul. David De Jesus will have to hustle after this one. I think he's looking at the ball boy down there. Said, "Feel free."
Yeah, no, I'll get it.
You know. Doing Heiss on deck. Jabbing. Reaching for this one down toward right field. Toward the foul line. Steven Souza Jr. runs it down, 2 down. We'll bring up Kirk Neuenhuis. Take a look at the American League scoreboard. Seattle leading Cleveland 2-1. Houston and the White Sox scoreless. Dallas Keuchel pitching for the Astros in that one. Let's see it leading Minnesota. Texas will be at Oakland a little bit later on.
Yeah, the White Sox had bases loaded with 1 out in the 3rd, but Keuchel, as usual, could take a ground ball, big ground ball double play.
Super prospect Carlos Correa made his big league debut for the Houston Astros last night.
Got a hit.
Drew the short straw too with Chris Sale on the mound. Go get him, kid.
Hey, your debut is against Chris Sale.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I wait one more day.
Field single for Correa for that first big league hit.
So he had 4 straight games of 10 or more punch outs for Chris Sale.
Yeah.
He is locked back in. Had a little tough stretch earlier this season, but certainly not now.
1-2 count on Neuenhuis. Kirk's 0 for 3.
It's a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, Romero thought he had a punch out.
98-mile-an-hour fastball. At the knees, the inside corner.
That's the pitch to me that I don't understand how an umpire. I mean, obviously, he must have thought that pitch was low. It certainly wasn't. I mean, it split the plate. It's coming right at you.
See, back in the day when you had the National League umpires and the American League umpires, the National League umpires always called the low strike, the high strike, the American League. But that's a perfect pitch. That's not even borderline. That was right there at the knees.
Thankless job. Three-two, another foul ball back.
It really is when you think about it. They don't make a lot of mistakes, umpires, just a few a game, but we're always talking about it. But if you consider pitchers make mistakes, hitters make mistakes, fielders make mistakes.
Neuenhuis goes down swinging. The Angels go down in order just for the 2nd time tonight. 7th inning stretch time at St. Pete. Halos up 5-2. Souza, Cabrera, and Elmore coming up for the Rays here at the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Featherston takes over the third base for David Freese. So his night comes to an end, going 1 for 4. Shoemaker, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits allowed, 3 of which occurred in the 6th inning. Souza is 0 for 2. Strikeout looking in the 2nd, a ground ball to short in the 5th. Up and away. Fernando Salas was up and loosening in the 6th inning. He's back up and playing catch once again here in the 7th. 76 pitches thrown by Shoemaker. The 77th is bounce foul.
Shoemaker's had a solid slider tonight too, along with a very good split finger fastball.
I don't know if you want to be in that camera area tonight. The foul ball's that way.
It's a bad spot.
Yeah. The Angels dug out on the third base side. Swing and a miss. Down goes Souza. 1 down. As the Angels take on the Oakland Athletics on Friday at 7:05. That's a 3-game set coming up. Fans in attendance on Friday will receive a Cole Calhoun bobblehead courtesy of Cox Communications while supplies last. You can purchase your tickets at the stadium box office or online.
What a play right there by the bobblehead. Cole with 2 hits in the game, 2 RBI, double, single, and a bobblehead.
It's a catch at Fenway Park, right?
Yes, indeed.
Jubal Cabrera bouncing one up the middle, hits the mound. Ibar has it, off balance throw, and off the glove of Pujols. And we'll go in front of the Rays dugout.
That was going to be an unbelievable play.
Infield base hit.
You got a lot on this throw also. Right back up the middle. The jump throw. Albert tried to stretch out a little bit further to get that play at first before Cabrera would touch the bag, but it's going to be safe anyhow.
Yep. Jake Elmore, the third baseman, 0 for 2. Fly ball to right and a ground ball to short. Hit by Cabrera, the 5th for the Rays tonight. Two balls, no strikes. Salas ready to go if Mike Scioscia needs an arm from the pen. Three balls, no strikes.
And if Shoemaker walks in here, I think Mike Scioscia will be going to the bullpen.
That's a 4-pitch walk. It'll bring up the tying run. Here comes Scioscia with 1 out here in the 7th inning, and he's going to go to the bullpen. So Matt Shoemaker's night has come to an end after just 6 1/3. Good baseball night. He'll depart with a lead, 5-2. Fernando Salas gets called upon here to put this little rally to rest for the Rays. 26th game, 0-1 record at .391 ERA. He'll be facing Nick Franklin, the left-hand batting first baseman tonight, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to left.
Solid effort for Matt Shoemaker. It's one walk. That was that last batter he faced. 6 punch-outs. Very good split-finger fastball today.
Started the game retiring the first 11 straight before giving up a single to De Jesus. And then retired 5 in a row before giving up the double to Rivera in the 6th inning. First one from Salas upstairs. Up the count. Action continuing in the Angels bullpen. Cabrera, the base runner at second. Elmore at first. 1-1. Upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Joe Smith, Jose Alvarez. Balls and a strike.
Get on the phone to see how ready or close they are down in the bullpen right now.
Foul tipped into the mitt. Full count.
Looks like Franklin's looking on the inner half of the plate.
Always seems to be his MO.
That outer half of the plate is open for a good fastball from Fernando Salas.
3-2 pitch. Salas strikes him out with a fastball. Down goes Franklin. 2 outs.
Stayed away. Got a swing and miss. 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Evan Longoria has come out to the on-deck circle. He'll be pinch hitting here for Rene Rivera. Longoria has been dealing with a sore wrist. Hitting .273 this season. 5 home runs, 25 runs batted in. And now Mike Butcher's going to go out and talk through the scouting report.
Conversation is all about location and pitch selection. Never faced Fernando Salas. First pitch swinging, comes up empty, and it's an 0-1 count. As usual, coming off the bench, especially a power guy like Longoria, looking first pitch fastball, is looking to swing and crush it.
2 on, 2 outs here in the 7th. 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 now. This one's fouled off. First base shot headed to the seats. Count remains at 0 balls, 2 strikes.
A little too high on that fastball. Even though it was the outside part of the plate, you want to keep that fastball down. That's a tough pitch to lay off, especially when you have a sore wrist.
Just his 7th plate appearance for Longoria in his career as a pinch hitter. 3 for 5 overall. Another 0-2 pitch outside. 1-2. Both base runners belonging to Shoemaker. A single by Cabrera, the infield variety, and the walk to Elmore. 5-2 Angels here, the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 pitch upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was the top of the order. Kevin Kiermaier on deck. Smith and Alvarez ready to go for the Angels. 2-2. Longoria strikes out swinging, and the inning comes to an end. 7th complete here at St. Petersburg, Florida. Halos maintain their 5-2 lead.
Make sure you stay tuned after the game for Angels Live with Jose Mota and myself as we'll take a look at the Angels' strong start they've had here tonight. Matt Shoemaker coming in and retiring the first 11 batters he faced. He said he was well rested and ready to get back on the mound. Then Albert Pujols, of course, hitting another milestone. 16th home run, officially tying Mickey Mantle at 16th on the all-time home run list. We need to get him to the All-Star game. Gooby, Victor, have you guys voted yet?
Have not. Been a little bit busy, but we'll get to it. 35 times you can vote on MLB.com or Angels.com. Got to get after it.
Yeah, no question. Albert Pujols tying Mickey Mantle tonight on the all-time home run list.
Here in the 8th inning, Angels up 5-2, and what do you know? 9-1-2 for the 4th time. Lead off an inning. Nice jab by Shu. 5 1/3, 2 runs, both third, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, and a walk. Looking to even up his record at 4-4. Two balls and a strike. Johnny Giavitello for 3. 3 fly ball outs. This one's out to right. Souza looks back on him, makes a catch. 1 down.
My Hyundai key for this game tonight. The one that got away. Well, there's been so many good swings in this game for the Angels for the off day. They didn't allow any of those pitches to get away. When there was a pitch made by Carnes that was a mistake, they covered it. Or Guy bar a couple knocks. Cole Calhoun Albert Pujols, including a double and a home run in this game for the Halos.
Ibar spins around from the right side. 2 for 4 tonight. A couple of singles. This was back up the middle. It's a 3-hit game for Ibar. All 3 right back up the middle.
And coming into this game, it's a .213 career hitter in this ballpark. Certainly not tonight for Ibar.
Trout hitless. Had picked up a hit in the 6th inning. 1 for 3. Single with a run scored in the 6th. He takes down and away. Had been hitless until that 6th inning at bat against Cards. One of 11 hits for the Angels tonight. One ball, one strike. Bobby Wilson catching now for the Rays. Evan Longoria stayed in the game at third base. Jake Elmore moved from third to first. 1-1. Back 1-2. Joe Smith cranking it up for the 8th inning. Shot by Fernando Salas to finish off the 7th. Ibar with a 3-hit game, 2nd one this season. Stands over at first. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The other 3-hit game was against the Rockies, May 13th. Outfield deep for the Rays all the way around. Trout up, Pujols on deck. Nobody warming up for the Rays. Checking at first base.
Hasn't shown a real good move over to first base yet. And then that throw over there. A lot of times you see a better move at some point.
Another big lead for Ibar. 2-2 pitch. And that's off the plate. Full count.
Good sized lead.
Three-two on the way. Trout pulls one through the hole on the left side. 2nd hit of the night. The Angels have 2 on with 1 out, and Albert coming up.
Back in the 5th inning for Albert Pujols. Home run going the other way to right field, tying the Met on the all-time home run list. 536 for Albert Pujols, 16th of the season.
Couple of men on, and Ibar Trout, a good speed on the bases for the Angels. Albert 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. He's also picked up a walk. Takes down and in.
Boy, is he tracking baseball well here today.
Fouls this one off to the right. This stretch that he has been on, in which everything that he has hit, whether outs or otherwise, seems to be on a line. Pretty much coinciding with the time we had that little groin issue that popped up at the last homestand. Down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that is saying a lot, because obviously you need that bottom half to be able to drive the baseball. And he's been driving it to all fields, even the outs.
He's been staying real quiet through his approach. Not a lot of wasted movement.
Takes a strike.
Even the stride. Perfect right now.
Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the 8th. Halos looking for some insurance runs. Albert reaches for this with bouncer toward third. Longoria comes in and can't handle it. There's going to be a field and throw all in one motion. The ball popped out of the glove, and it's a base hit for Albert Pujols. A 3-hit game for Albert. The bases are loaded now for Cole Calhoun.
Ibar with a 3-hit game. Pujols with a 3-hit game. Trout with a 2-hit game. Calhoun with a 2-hit game. It's going to be a real tough play for Longoria, especially not being in the game early on. Just came in to pinch hit, now playing third base.
Cole 2 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in. It's the first pitch, fouls it back. Calhoun was the first batter Romero faced when he came into the game in the 6th inning. Cole jumped on that first pitch fastball that was up and punched it into left, picked up an RBI. Doubled home road back in the first. Ibar at third, Trout at second, Pujols at first. Bouncer to the right side. That'll sneak through for a base hit. Ibar and Trout will come in to score. The Angels extend their lead to 7-2. 4 RBIs tonight for Cole.
And a 3-hit night, too, for Calhoun. That's 3 batters in the lineup tonight for the Halos with 3 hits. Pretty good pitch, good velocity on the fastball, but well placed once again by Cole Calhoun.
Mentioned he's done a terrific job with men in scoring position this year. Over 350 the batting average. He's got a couple of hits tonight. Taylor Featherston, his first plate appearance, took over for David Freese last half inning. Taylor 2 for 31. Double in the series against the Yankees. 7-2 Angels here in the 8th. That is ripped out to left field. That's a base hit. Pujols being waved around. De Jesus goes into the slide. Cole ends up at third base. It's a double for Taylor Featherston. And Taylor picks up the RBI, makes it 8-2.
Well, we talked about it earlier today, beginning part of the game, it was a true off day for the club, not a travel day as far as an off day. And the club has really come out swinging the bat today. Featherston, little cut fastball, dropped the head of the bat and hooks it to left field. De Jesus cuts it off. Does not stop Pujols from scoring or Featherston from getting a double, second of his career.
Matt Joyce looks at a strike. 15 hits tonight for the Angels. One ball, one strike. Joyce a 1-for-3 game with a double in the 5th inning. Joe Smith sits down now. Jose Alvarez getting ready. Four RBIs tonight for Cole Calhoun, a new career high for him. Joyce takes upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Standing over at third base. Featherston at second. Down goes Joyce. 2 outs. That was a 2-2 pitch. That doesn't like the call. And I think Danny DeMuth forgot how many strikes he had on him.
Again, that was a cut fastball. It looked like it was up. Fox strike is touching the upper part of the strike zone. Not your typical third strike call.
Carlos Perez at the plate now. He takes outside. 8th man to bat here in the 8th inning. Carlos a 1-for-4 game. Single back in the 5th. That is in the air to center. Kiermaier in a couple of steps. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Angels tack on 3 more runs. They lead it 8-2. Three against the Rays, trying to snap a 5-game losing streak, and Jose Alvarez takes over on the mound here for Fernando Salas. The Rays will have the top of their order coming up. Jose pitching in his 20th game, 0-1 record, a 3.28 earned run average. Brandon Guyer has grabbed a bat. He'll pinch hit for Kevin Kiermaier to start this 8th inning. Salas, by the way, came into the game with 1 out and a couple of men on in the 7th inning. Struck out Nick Franklin and struck out Evan Longoria, the pinch hitter, to keep it a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, he ran that fastball upstairs at 92 to get a swing and miss.
Guyer looks at a strike. Hitting .282. A couple of home runs, 13 runs batted in, 6 for 15 as a pinch hitter this year. He is their leadoff man when facing a left-handed starter. Gets this one out to shallow right center. Trout comes racing in, as does Cole, but Trout makes the grab, 1 down. Hey, stay tuned later tonight at the postgame show for the business of sports, brought to you by AutoNation.com and powered by AutoNation Infinity Testing. One out, nobody on, and Joey Butler coming to the plate. Butler 1 for 3, had a 2 RBI double in the 6th inning. Double for Butler is 8th. RBI is 12 and 13 for the DH. Missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 now. Full count. Swing and a miss. Down goes Butler, 2 outs.
And no hitter today in Major League Baseball.
Just happened, huh?
Yeah. This has to be the Giants. No hitter against the Mets. 11 punch outs, no walks. So you think maybe perfect game, but no, he hit 3 batters.
Effectively wild.
Exactly. Well, the Giants have been throwing some no-nos the last couple of seasons.
Mikey Matuk pinch hitting here for David DeJesus. He cuts through the first one. Yeah, Buster Posey's done a nice job, hasn't he?
I mean, he's you know, a lot of times the catcher, that's a dream to be able to catch a no-hitter. He's like, oh, okay, I've got quite a few of those. A perfect game with Matt Cain.
Yeah. Tuck looks at a strike, and it's 0-2.
He's had a fun career in San Francisco, I think. Maybe 3 World Series titles, an MVP.
Take it on home. Yeah. 0-2.
House money right now. You're just having fun the rest of your career.
Couple of strikeouts for Jose Alvarez. We head to the 9th. Halos up. Steven Geltz takes over on the mound here for Romero, who lasted 2 1/3, gave up 3 runs. Geltz, the former Angel, pitching in his 25th game, 1-2 record and a 3.09 ERA.
25th game. Nice ERA, 3.09. A couple saves, too.
Geyer stays in the game and will patrol left field. Kirk Neuenhuis to lead things off. Mikey Matuk stays in the game. He's in center. Neuenhuis tonight 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. There's Mikey Matuk. Romero 2 1/3, 6 hits. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 3 runs, all earned. Neuenhuis fouls off the first pitch. Bouncer into the shift. Forsythe throws out Neuenhuis. There's out number 1. Brings up Johnny Giavatello. Johnny 0 for 4 with 4 fly ball outs.
Even though they were hit well, Mike Scioscia still wants him to hit the ball on the ground or on the line.
And that's leading off an inning. So even more emphasis on that for Johnny.
And when you see him hitting the ball in the air, he's getting kind of more of an uppercut type swing instead of that line drive effect where he hits the both left center and right center.
Elmore into foul territory, 2 outs. So Eric Ibar stepping to the plate. Looking for his first 4-hit game of the season. 3 for 5 tonight. 3 singles, 2 runs scored. 15-hit attack for the Angels tonight against the Rays.
Hurricane 342 his last 30 games.
Ibar fouls this one off. The Angels will hand the ball off to Cam Bedrosian in the 9th. Try to close it out, snap that losing streak. Oh, 2 pitch. Ibar bounces this one over to second. Angels go down in order. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Halos leading at 8-2. It's Cam Bedrosian trying to close this one out for the Angels, but this is how it ended at Citi Field tonight, Gooby.
Chris said he does have that very good two-seam fastball. His backdoor two-seamer. 11 punch-outs, no walks, 3 batters hit by Heston. Saw him up in San Francisco against the Angels. He's got that power sinker. He had it working against the Mets. Another no-hitter for a San Francisco Giant pitcher.
Cam Bedrosian pitching in his 10th game, no record of 3.38 ERA. Scheduled to face Forsythe, Souza, and Cabrera for the Rays here tonight. Angels trying to get back to 500 with the win tonight.
2 strikeouts.
First one's upstairs. Forsythe 0 for 3. A couple of fly balls to center and a strikeout. Fouled off. Alvarez pitched the 8th inning. A couple of strikeouts. This is a base hit up the middle. Leadoff single. First time tonight the Rays have had their leadoff man reached.
Ran that one inside, almost sounded like he jammed him.
Yeah.
Well placed though.
Steven Souza Jr. 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a ground out. Leading the Indians 3-1 now. That game's at 9. Still scoreless in Chicago. The Astros and the White Sox. Check swing bouncer back to the mound, but Bedrosian's only placed to first, and so Forsythe was on the move. 1 down.
Play by Cam, no panic. Look back to see to make sure there was no throw at second. That first out here of the ninth.
Cabrera 1 for 3. Single in the 7th. Breaking ball misses just in off the plate. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jared Weaver on the mound tomorrow night for the Angels. Erasmo Ramirez going for the Rays, former Seattle Mariner.
Who has pitched well against the Angels, who had his career good ERA. A 2.28 career ERA. We've looking to bounce back after that tough outing in New York.
Foul back. Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Grip at a fastball. The sign of a frustrated hitter right there. Just over 200 this year. A pitch that he thought he could handle.
So when you're struggling, you miss your pitch you should hit, and then you'll chase a pitcher's pitch out of the zone.
Overthrow breaking ball. Perez somehow gets a shin guard on it. Keeps it by the plate. So full count. Elmore on deck.
Tonight's plate attendance, 11,000.
Payoff on the way. That's an overthrown fastball. Cardinals somehow comes up with it. It's a walk, so 2 men on with 1 out here tonight. I don't know about the arm for Cam Bedrosian, but it's these type of situations where he needs a little cleaning up for him. 6-run lead in the 9th inning. Not trying to be too fancy here, just trying to get out.
Especially with the stuff he has. Yep. A power fastball, very good breaking ball also. And he does have a good solid changeup also. Be able to get a ground ball with.
Houston Street now standing on the bullpen mound. Elmore looks at a strike. 0 for 2 tonight. Fly ball to right and the ground ball out. He's also walked. Go 2. Broken bat, soft line to second. They flip to Ivor. Got a double play. Light that baby up as the Angels take the first one by the final of 8-2.
Solid all-around game for the Halos tonight. Solid defense to finish off the game at double play. Pitched well. Albert Pujols, congratulations, tying Mickey Mantle on the all-time home run list. Numbers tied with 16th. The 3-hit game, 2-hit game for Mike Trout, 3-hit game for Eric Ibar, 3-hit game, 4 RBI game for Cole Calhoun. The offense came to life with that off day. 15 hits, 8 runs scored. Balanced throughout the lineup. Solid effort. Back to 500 for the Halos.
4-4 on the season. That's what Matt Shoemaker is with the victory tonight. Halos at 29-29. Snapped that 5-game losing streak. Overall, a 15-hit attack for the Halos offense, and a terrific job starting it from the get-go in the first inning.
I really like twice. Matt threw the ball too. You mentioned that, Victor. He threw the ball very well, especially his split-finger fastball consistently. And the big shutdown innings, the offense got on a roll, and it did not stop throughout the game.
Well, Albert had 3 hits. Cole Calhoun had 3 hits, and a new career high for him in RBIs with 4. Cole is down in the field with Jose Mota.